solo, no sir, I am not a passer. I will not be after any of you fever blistered. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady. They run with a fourth-year man. This is Damian Harris. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Brady to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Brady. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Lewis, toss play left. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rice, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lewis between the tackles, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a give left side to Fall. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That escapes the sack. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Jackson. And this one is incomplete. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Brady now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Rice able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now a play fake. Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Jackson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Jackson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Rice. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Rice. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have regained the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Brady. Slant route caught by Edelman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Brady. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on it there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Rice. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, it's Rice. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here into the hands of Jones. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he finds his man, complete. That's Rice. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive, looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play, maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We begin our journey up at MetLife Stadium, Cincinnati in town to take on New York. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. Sam Ehlinger, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. The Saints locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have the lead in Foxborough as we get you back to Gillette Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Up the middle here, it's Lewis. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady gives this to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a give inside for Falk. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Brought in by Coates. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Running right, here's Falk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
On play action, now Brady. Flush, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Throwing now is Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And his kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rice, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Brady. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Brady to throw. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
That's good for 28 yards.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On the handoff, Lewis. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Really.
Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Brady now on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now Brady got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Lewis on the handoff. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To throw is Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
So the Patriots coming out now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st down, Brady. And this one caught by Coates. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down, Brady. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Brady to throw again. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, it's grabbed over the middle by White.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Here's Brady. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down, Brady. And Gronkowski hauls it in for a Patriot touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And they take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.